Hey there, welcome to Adventures in Glass with Doug. That's me. Actually, I'm not going to do glass work at the moment. I want to show you about a side project I did that you might find interesting if you can find the materials. A local liquor store on occasion will put their champagne and wine crates out for folks that want them, and I can't pass up woodwork. And I can't see letting these go to waste. So I picked up a number of these crates and I've been refinishing them. Some of them I've used, they're deeper, I've used for holding books, like a little bookshelf. Others I've put under a coffee table to hold other books and maps and that sort of thing. So real quickly, this is what I've done. It might work for you. Take your crate. Hopefully it's at least got everything minus the top. You might even be able to get the top too in good shape. So you'll probably have to take pliers, maybe a little screwdriver to pop these out. But you're going to have staples that have held the lid on it. You may still have parts of the lid that you've got to remove. So carefully go around and pop all of that off. The next big step is going to be to take something like a Glue Gun or something and peel your labels, any labels that are on there off, barcodes, that sort of thing. Take some light sandpaper, some fine sandpaper if you need to kind of sand down the corners and edges a little bit. It'll be a little rough. Again, you might have to work on some blemishes and things that from shipping. Okay. Get your crate ready without any, and it may also have some inserts that you may want to take out. So make sure you've just got your box then. The next step is going to be to stain it. And what I've used, and it's really turned out really well, Bare Stain and Poly. There's also, Minwax has poly shades that also works. This one I've been using lately. It's water-based too, so it makes it easy cleanup. And I've been using a satin. This happens to be Mission Oak color. I haven't used this too much because it's kind of dark, but I have used the Golden Oak, which actually has turned out kind of nice too. So you want to take your stain polyurethane combination together with an inexpensive brush and put a couple coats on your crate. Now you can see in between coats what I did was to take a very fine, like a 00 sandpaper, and usually when you put your first coat on you're going to get a lot of the grain pop and that sort of thing, so you'll want to smooth that out. Put your second coat on. Again, if you need to just sand it off a little bit. Don't worry if it makes it look a little rustic, because after all, these are rustic. Okay, so what's your next step? Well, I've taken this one and converted it into a charcuterie tray where we've put a number of different bowls and dishes in here and filled them with crudité to have when we had guests over. But you're going to want handles. Well, I've got a source of those listed in the description below, and couldn't be easier. They're and actually get yourself a package of 6 or 8, because I guarantee if you do one of these you're going to want to do a second one, and they're very handy for, as I see it, for gifts for folks. Okay, so your handle is going to be angled out just a little bit. They should come with some screws. Just double check that you're not getting a screw that's going to be so long that it's going to punch out into the crate itself on the inside. I had to go and buy some shorter screws to make it to make that work for me. And you'll just, I would pre-drill, because this wood would split fairly easily. If you have a little Dremel or a power drill, just a very tiny little hole just to start, and then put your screws in. So what are you going to have? You're going to take your raw wine crate, sand it, polyurethane stain it, add handles. I put some little felt pads on the bottom corners and you've got yourself a nice little serving tray. Like I said, we use it for charcuterie tray, and it's very impressive. It really is kind of cool. So have fun with that. It shouldn't cost you a whole lot. Mostly all it is your stained poly, a brush, and the handles. Good luck with it.